During the last 150 years, individuals and corporations, because of technology, have been able to generate surplus earnings and putting this money into the care of insurance companies, banks, and brokers' houses. These institutions have multiplied their assets into the trillions flowing through our economy. Some of this, of course, is foreign money. To further illustrate what has happened, the tangibles such as automobiles, food, clothing, housing, manufactured goods, health care, and also government spending on highways, schools, and defense industries are carrying most of the tax burden, not the intangibles, such as selling and buying stocks, insurance, mutual funds, foreign trade payments, private trusts, and banking services, etc. This shifting of wealth from the tangibles to the intangible sector is why it is so difficult to raise the needed revenue. That is why we are always borrowing from this financial sector, much of which is foreign money, to finance our government operations. But how long can this go on? A money flow tax would correct this unfair and outdated taxing system with a 1% tax on everybody. This tax also solves the Social Security problem, where in a few years, 2 people will be taxed to support 1 retiree. Are we to raise taxes or cut benefits? Neither is politically attractive, but with a 1% money flow tax instead of the present solution of 7% Social Security tax would make everybody happy. Since the federal government is going to receive all the revenue, Congress would have to allot this money to the cities, states, and to the federal government. This should make it so that all communities would have good schools, roads, fire, police, water and sewer systems, etc. Not like now where only the wealthy or high valuation communities enjoy the best. You are probably thinking the powerful financial establishment will never consent to a tax on their money flow. But let us look at some history here. At the beginning of our country, the landowners, who were the only people who could vote, accepted a real estate tax so that they and others could have good schools, etc. The next taxing event, the income tax, over much opposition, was accepted as a needed source of revenue. So now, today, it's up to this generation to accept a tax on its money flow to finance our social needs. Everyone knows that the private sector can no longer support adequate pensions or medical services for their employees. These benefits can only be provided under a federal system. But how are we going to pay for it? Not with the present tax system. It is not broad enough. Only with a money flow tax that captures the whole economy's potential can the tax rate be low enough to be practical. The 1% tax should not be an undue hardship on the wealthy, as all of us would no longer have to pay real estate, income, or sales taxes, or for complex tax reports and bookkeeping. To get the idea started and to get some experience in how the revenue would flow and how the exemption would work out, we could abolish the state and federal income taxes and substitute about a 0.284% tax on the suggested $447 trillion of money flow. This should be an incentive for corporations and individuals to get behind this idea. No income tax, real estate tax, sales tax, and no tax report. Thank you all for listening. If you are interested in more information, please send a self-addressed sticker to the following address. Please know that supplies are limited.